feeling the curbs is just epic. It's just epic. I love it so much. I'm going for it now. A huge shout out to VR Wave for sponsoring and supporting this channel. They do produce the best lens inserts that I've come across for a full range of VR headsets that include HTC, of course Pimax, which you're looking at right now, as well as the Quest, Valve, PSVR 2, you get the idea. And the great thing about lens inserts is they help keep your lenses free from scratches, but also they do account for astigmatism if you're nearsighted or farsighted. And with blue light filters, they also help combat motion sickness and insomnia. So make sure to check out my 5% discount in the description below. So since my last video trying sim racing for the very first time, I really appreciate all of your comments and support in this new venture, and I think it's time to update you into what I've been up to in sim racing, not flight simulation. So if you're interested, stick around, stay tuned, because I've got some very cool things to show you, including my personal favourite VR headset for sim racing, and a brand new force feedback wheel which has now been released. I can finally talk about it. This is the R5 Pro bundle. So lots to talk about in this video today, including some very entertaining racing and crashing in the DOF Reality H4. Let's get into this, and we'll start with the racing wheel. And the first thing that I noticed straight away coming from the R3 bundle is the better build quality and that leather feeling of the wheel itself. It does look the part, I must say. And this thing has 6 Newton meters of torque, which is plenty actually. I personally feel anyway. You can get racing wheels that can go crazy with power, but for general feel of the car, that is when you're locking the brakes up, when you're hitting that apex of the corner, all of the forces, 6 Newton meters is really plenty. And even comparing this to the R3, which I might do quite a bit in this video because that's what I'm used to, it is a major leap in steering detail and responsiveness. Absolutely, I was quite surprised with that, even from a newbie like myself. This bundle comes with an accelerator and brake pedal, all metal construction, as you can hear. Very nice that, and typical Moza quality, really very nice. I've also got the clutch pedal to go with that, and the brake performance kit, which was quite a relief for me actually, because I wasn't that impressed with the brake feel until I installed that. More on that later. We've also got a very nice metal bracket which fits directly onto my DOF Reality H4, and it takes about 30 seconds to swap it out. So what are my impressions as we go through this unboxing phase, and then we'll get on to the fun and games going around iRacing in a full motion platform. And I'll also reveal my personal favourite VR headset, and it's quite a surprise for me, I must say. So in terms of the build quality, like I say, it's got brushed aluminium, it's very smooth in its rotation with zero cogging or torque ripple, and as you can see here, comparing back to back with the R3, not only does it look so much better, it feels a lot better made, especially like I say, the hand stitching, really cool. The wheel itself, as you can see, is littered with buttons. I really love the flappy paddle gears, which are the same actually as the R3, but brushed aluminium, and feel very similar, funny enough, to my real car sat outside my driveway. I love that LED light. I think it looks fantastic in that all black finish, and it has that famed Moza quality when attaching it to the main wheelbase. That ain't going anywhere. Now, a bit of a negative here, the brake pedal just didn't give me enough progression, and well, for me personally, it just felt like I wasn't getting any feel from it. I know these aren't force feedback, but I did expect a bit better. But thankfully, with this new brake performance kit, it really adds that extra stiffness, and it can be calibrated and changed to suit particular cars. For me, I found just that extra pressure really made it feel very realistic, and actually felt like there was something happening when I pressed my foot on the brake pedal. Just bear in mind though, this could make the plates slide around on your carpet, so I would recommend making sure it's secure On a motion rig though, that's obviously not an issue, but just keep that in mind as well. Now, I just want to quickly talk about the software. Now that I'm getting more used to sim racing, I really do genuinely like how very clean and professional it looks, with a whole host of configuration options to change the way the wheel feels and behaves depending on the car you're using, such as steering angle and range. For example, if you're truck simming or using a Formula 1 racing car, this wheel is perfectly at home in all scenarios, whether it's on the Nürburgring or outside IKEA picking up a load of furniture to ferry around the continent. But the R5 Pro simulates all kinds of forces in a granular controlled fashion, and I really do like the natural inertia, mechanical friction, the braking forces and the general feel of the road beneath you when over bumps, when locking your wheels like I mentioned before, and really giving you that essential feedback so you can drive on the very edge and know how your car will respond, and sometimes over the edge, as you'll see soon. And something that is rather unique is the force feedback equalizer, and here you can basically change and tune the frequency of your car to match the real world counterpart, or at least that's what I understand, such as things like engine vibration. Very, very cool. I love how you can really go in depth with it if you so desire. Anyway, that's enough of the geeking around of the information and everything else. I really do love this R5 Pro, and you'll see it in action with my personal favourite VR headset for sim racing, which I'm also going to explain in this video as we fling ourselves around literally in a Mazda in the DOF Reality H4 in iRacing. Here we go. So I've just adjusted my DOF Reality H4 so that I can feel all the bumps and things, and I can't quite tell you really, because obviously you're just watching this on a screen, how convincing this feels when I'm feeling all of the bumps, all of the information coming through the steering wheel. So if you're still here watching this video, thank you so much. Really appreciate it, especially as obviously predominantly I am a flight sim channel, but I have seen I have seen lots of videos of sim racing from Two-Toe Murphy, even Truck Simulator, you know, which is another experience I can't wait to try with this wheel. And I just want to get in on the action, and I really do get it. Like this, I am rubbish at this, I know I am, but it's an amazing experience, and I think when everything works together, that is the motion rig I'm using, which is the H4, feeling the heave and the bumps, but with a force feedback wheel, something a bit more serious, because this is like, it's still, I guess, I wouldn't say entry level really, I would say it's sort of a mid-tier spec. What surprises me about this wheel is it's so friggin' smooth. There's just absolutely no cogging, no torque ripple, no, well, nothing to tell me that this is not a real steering wheel, especially with this leather feel as well. It just feels very, very premium, unlike my driving. And I have noticed I am a lot better at driving when I don't talk, but this is a YouTube video, kind of have to do a bit of that, so that's just the way it is. One more lap. I'm just qualifying at the moment, and I'm probably going to be last, but it's fine. But oh, this is so friggin' such an amazing experience. I can't believe you can have an experience like this at home. It's just insane to me. And I admit, it kind of makes flight simming feel a bit boring at times, especially when I could be just going round and round for ages, just trying to, like, you know, get better and better. And it's highly, highly addictive. It really is. Now, if you're wondering, I'm actually in... Whoa! Fucking hell, no, no, no! Oh, that was bad. That was bad. I actually... I felt, because this thing has 6 Newton meters of torque, this can...
Like your car is toast.
Yeah.
Go back to pit lane.
Yeah.
Press and hold the reset button and we'll come and get
It's broken. That was always going to happen eventually, but I really, when you hit the barrier, which I don't really recommend, did that on purpose so that you would see my reaction, of course, honest, but you really do feel the jolt of the extra power that the R5 Pro has, especially over the R3. It's absolutely amazing. Anyway, let's have a look at that replay. I think if I press this button here, we'll have a look. Oh no, okay, that's fine. We don't want to see that anyway. It was pretty bad. So, but yeah, the thing is about iRacing is it's brutal. It's serious. So I would recommend anyone out there that's watching this, anyone, appreciate it. If there's something a little bit less serious for me to enjoy, such as Dirt Rally 2 or Assetto Corsa, please. Oh, that was amazing. That felt incredible then. I actually felt the rear lock and it came through the steering wheel. That was amazing. But yeah, anything else that might be a bit more enjoyable in the sense of a bit more arcadey. Don't get me wrong, I love this as well because I'm learning fast with this. You know, I'm kind of chucking myself in the deep end. But any suggestions on future content for sim racing, I'm all ears, folks. I'm in basically your hands because this is all new to me. But there, you see, when I start to slide, I really feel that through the steering wheel, and it's so like satisfying to feel it. It really is, and I just need to get better at this. But yeah, just a massive thanks to Moza for sending this out. And I definitely can confirm I am truly addicted to this now. My only problem is lack of time. And I have come to realise, especially with iRacing, you do need lots of time to get good at this. Oh, the flappy paddles.
Flag. It's over.
Oh, okay. Just about to say the flappy paddles. They have such a kick to them and they feel great. And the whole software suite, as I've just mentioned in that first part of the video, there's just so much you can do. You can even fine-tune the frequency to match that of the car that you're running. Just unbelievable stuff. Anyway, all these people here, this is my section of people that's come to see me. You can see it's not quite so busy as the stadium there. It's just basically friends, family, my dogs, you know, that kind of thing. Come to see my first race. So if you're interested, let's give this a go. Now you might be wondering, what VR headset am I running and why? This is the Pimax Crystal Super Ultra Wide. I've been quite critical with the Ultra Wide as a flight simmer, especially when it first came out, because I was one of the first people to try it. I didn't like it. I found it gave me eye strain after a while, but it did give me eye strain. Well, they have, improved things a lot since then. A hell of a lot. The profile is a lot better now, and the ultra-wide version I was using was a prototype. Well, since then, Pimax have now sent me the full production version of the ultra-wide. Took them a while, but and gotta say, this thing for sim racing is absolutely phenomenal. I actually prefer this over smaller VR headsets for a couple of reasons. The first one, obviously, is the field of view. I'm getting a measured 138 degrees horizontal. That's a hell of a lot, especially in 2026, where we're kind of going backwards when it comes to field of view. You really get a sense of speed, and that's something you really need when you're sim racing. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, well, it kind of feels like I'm wearing a heavy helmet anyway. So it, in some weird way, adds to the immersion. But there's more to this. The aspheric lenses, I've forgotten how frigging good these are, and the sharpness of that 50 ppd panel is just amazing. It really is still so impressive. And even though I am an OLED snob, don't get me wrong, and I have tried this with the OLED, Super OLED, and the Dream Air, just that lack of field of view in something like this doesn't make so much sense to me as sort of general aviation flight simming, you know?
About to go green. Stay focused.
Okay, anyway, with that being said, it's now time to really embarrass myself. iRacing is a serious sim, and it does need quite a bit of concentration here. But
Green, green, green. Great job. Get to go.
from my limited experience with race wheels, this R5 Pro
is all I really need. Absolutely, it's superb, and I really like the pedals as well, something I forgot to mention, and I will try and talk about it whilst I'm racing. Kind of basically, I don't feel like I'm racing, I feel like I'm going so slow, and half the time, going slower makes you quicker. But yeah, what was I saying? You know, the pedals, which I don't think you can see on the camera there. I've got the clutch pedal with this bundle as well, which I'm not using today, admittedly. I'm not good enough yet, but I will do. But what I really do like, I was quite surprised with this, is the brake performance kit. Because when you brake, you have to put a lot more force into it now. And I think with it, it just feels like a proper braking system. It's far too sort of spongy, if that makes sense, otherwise. So I do really like that they give you that option. I think for the price upgrade, it's worth it. Definitely worth it. Now this track I'm on is very, very, very narrow. So I'm going to struggle to overtake, but I'm going to go for it. That won't work. I need to change gear. Look, this guy is actually... the AI in iRacing is phenomenal, really. Whoa! Brake, brake, brake. I'm too scared of crashing at the moment. Too scared. Because once you crash, it's game over. And at the moment, I just want to get to the end of a race, really. But yeah, the clarity of the super ultra wide, together with the field of view, is absolutely amazing. Oh, whoops. I really want to overtake this guy. I just need to be a bit more aggressive. Feel that? Wow. Feeling the curbs is just epic. It's just epic. I love it so much. It's amazing. I might not fly ever again now. This is it for me. Oh my goodness me. Yeah, this wheel is sensational. What Moza have done with this new R5 Pro is really very impressive. I don't know how Moza do it, but the build quality is always top notch. Oh, see, I'm starting to feel now, getting used to the car, I can really feel when the brakes lock up, or when there's just on the edge, there's that little bit of grip, and you can feel it through the wheel. I'm really feeling, as the brakes lock up like there, you feel it through the wheel. It's... How has force feedback got this good? I just don't know. That's another one. Oh no, it's side by side. Oh, I'm stopped. I'm gonna get banned at this rate. Come on! That's it, that's it. Oh, you know what? I could get used to this. I really could get used to this. It's so much fun. This is so much fun. Whoa! No, that was a bit naughty of me, but I don't care now. I'm going for it now. Oh, this is so much fun. Have I said that already? Probably. So, I don't know what position I'm in at the moment. I'm probably still really far down there, but you might think to yourself, has the R5 Pro got enough force? I absolutely think so, especially if you have a motion rig, actually, because you don't really need that much anyway. But some of the obviously more expensive wheels out there, they're just crazy powerful, and I think they're too overpowerful. I have tried one before, and when I crashed, it almost ripped my bloody arm off. You know, I want to feel enough to give me that feeling so I can enhance my sort of skills, really, and start to feel what the car is doing. And with this, you really friggin' do. You really do. Oh. Now, I've been tempted to... In fact, I've already tried Forza, by the way. I haven't made a video. I'm tempted to make a video. Oh, I'm really messing up there. So let me know, because that has a VR mod now. And I mean, it's a bit rough around the edges, to be honest, but it's a hell of a lot of fun because you've got an incredible open world, and in VR, I haven't tried it in the motion rig, but with this wheel, again, it's just amazing. You can lose hours, probably even days. You really can. You know what? I'm actually doing quite well here, you know. I don't want to mess it up now, so I'm just not going to talk too much. He says, I can't help it though, because conveying the experience of all these very clever pieces of hardware communicating together, like the SRS haptic seat. Oh wow. Just then, I felt the yaw of the H4 together with the wheel giving me that essential information to stop me doing anything too stupid. He says, ah! Get out my way! Oh, this is... Genuinely, I'm a little bit concerned by this because it's that good. This is such an amazing experience that I could quite happily just spend quite a number of months just doing this and just getting better and better all the time. And when you feel yourself improving, it really is such a rewarding feeling. But right now I've got everything set perfectly. I'm only using about 60% of the actual force feedback of the wheel. I find that enough. Together with the H4 and the haptic seat. Oh, I felt that then, the wheel locked up. Am I third? I think I might be third. Oh my god, on the outside there. Whew. Come on. No, I've messed it up. I've messed it up. No. Oh no. Oh, I was doing so well. That was always going to happen. But you know what? I did alright there. I did alright. It's quite hard doing this and talking at the same time, folks. So, forgive me. Forgive me. I'm getting, by the way... Oh no, I really have crashed.
Car approaching, keep right.
So there we are, folks. I think that's probably me done.
We've got big problems with that engine.
Yeah, it's knackered.
A lot of power. Your car has too much damage, we've got to fix it.
Right, anyway, that will do. I didn't quite finish the race, but I did pretty well, I think, overall. Can we have a look at the replay there? But I'm getting 90 frames per second here, folks, as well, which I think is incredibly impressive, considering. Oh dear, look at that. Right, can we actually look at the replay there? I'm not sure if we can. Anyway, folks, that will do for this video. Thank you so much for watching. This has been the Moza R5 Pro force feedback wheel. It's brand new, together with the pedals as a bundle. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Feels so real. If you'd like to see more sim racing content, or if you'd like to see me play Truck Simulator or something else, do let me know. Even Forza Horizon 6 VR, and I'll gladly make some more content because this is just all kinds of fun. All the links for the R5 Pro will be in the notes below. But for now, that will do. Take care, and I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye for now. Meow.